This is a 1-5-6-4 in the key of G. Now you play a G chord, then you play a D, then you play an E minor, then you play a C. Of course you can play the full chords, the full G, or you can play partial chords, which is just single fingers. So that is a G, and so is that. That's a G. So you're using all 6 strings for the full chord, and you're only playing 4 strings when you're playing the partial chord of G. So let's go with the first chord of G. So the thing to do is not play these 2 strings here. We're going to strum down from the D string straight down. You can use a plectrum or you can use your thumb, it's not a problem. So here is the G chord. So your 3rd finger, I will place my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string and just strum down. Just like that. Then the next chord of D, you need 3 fingers, so you move this one to the next string, so that's on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then you put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the string 1, and then your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of string 3, and you still strum down from the D string like so. That chord is actually the full chord, or as near as you can to a full D chord, because there's no other way out really for this particular open chord. Then the E minor, you get your 2nd finger and you place it on the 2nd fret of the D string, and then you play from the D string downwards. Then without moving that finger, you get your 1st finger and you put that on the 1st fret of string 2. So just get the camera so you can see, just there. And that is a C note that you're using with your 1st finger. And again, you just strum down from the D string, and that is a C chord. So if you strum all of those chords 4 times each, you get a bit of a rhythm going. So you just strum down. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. They are your partial chords for a 1-5-6-4 in the key of G. You can obviously make that a little bit faster. You can strum down, you can strum up, or you can just strum down. You can tell that it actually sounds different strumming all down to strumming up and down. Now you can use the full chords. Now the full chords that are G chord, there are so many different variations of the G. You can use just 2 fingers, you can use 3 fingers, you can use 4 fingers, and you can use 3 fingers. There's so many different Gs. So if we just go from that G there to the other G on the other side with your 2nd finger, so that's your 2 longest fingers, your 2 middle fingers. So you still do that G with your 3rd finger, then you put that one there. Then you should be muting this string with the underside of that finger. You get that sound where it's muted. So that's the A string. And just strum down. That's your G chord. Then the D chord, you know, because that is the same. So you can go from the D string. You can even strum from the A string if you wanted, because A is part of that chord. That's your A note in that D chord. Just there. That's the A with your 1st finger. So you can strum down from the A string. Makes it a little bit bigger sounding. That's the D. Then the E minor, you need frets 2 on the A and fret 2 on the D. And you can use those 2 fingers or you can use those 2 fingers. It's entirely up to you. Depends where you've got to go next, whatever's easier for you. So I've just used these 2 fingers here. Then you can strum all 6 strings. That's That's your E minor. Then your C chord, you don't play this string here. You play from the 3rd fret of the A string, and then the 2nd fret of the D string. The G string is open, and then you go to the C note, which is the 1st fret of that 2nd string, and this string, the 1st string, is open, and you get this sound. That's your C chord. And that's what it looks like there. That's like that. Straight the way down. Kind of falls naturally where the hand goes. So if you do 4 strums each, 4 Gs, 4 Ds, 4 E minors, and 4 Cs, but this time we're using big chords. Obviously, if you struggle with the big chords, then just go back to the little chords. So here we go. Here is the G we're using full chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you go. That was a 1-5-6-4 in the key of G. 1-5-6-4 is so popular. You can use that with quite a lot of songs. So to tell you what a 1-5-6-4 is, within the key of G, a G major scale is played G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and then back to G again. So the G will be 1, 1. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the D, so that's a 5. And then the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's an E, G, A, B, C, D, E, that's minor. And then the 4 will be the C, G, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's where you get your numbers when someone says play a 1-3-6-4. Well, a 1-3-6-4 in the key of G would be a G, A, B, major, minor, minor. So that would be a G to a B minor. So you'll get this. 1 and then 3. And then E minor will be 6. And then C will be 4. Sounds slightly the same, but it's a little bit different because instead of 1-5, you're playing 1-3. So there you go. I hope that helps and clears a few things up. A 1-5-6-4 in the key of G. Of course, you can play it in any key. The chords will obviously change, but this is in the key of G. Have fun.